Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and jelly babies. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. I pressed triangle a little preemptively there, just out of habit more than anything. But yeah, at the end of the last part, we had just reached Giruvegan. My god, it was a miracle that we even got here, honestly. But don't worry about it, because, whoa, look at those numbers. Those numbers are good. Those numbers are better than they were not so long ago. Just out of nowhere, suddenly. But not out of nowhere, actually, because I had to go get them. But it turns out it wasn't that bad, because there was plenty of equipment and items that we missed, and plenty of money to be made. You'll actually notice that we have more money than we even had last time. But I've just done a complete overhaul of pretty much every character. New weapons, new armor. Everybody's doing alright. Everybody's doing good, and that's good for us because there's a boss coming up, and I'm not sure that we could beat it if we hadn't have done this. But yeah, we got some nice effects going on. Immobilize on that dagger, that's pretty neat. We've still got the silent shot on Bosch. We've now got we're sort of flicking between great swords and sword and shield for Bosch. He does have the other option of if I can just find it, the Deathbringer, but I don't know. On-hit KO is pretty good. I mean, I think I still need to buy actually the license for that. I've basically just been grinding out for the past sort of, I won't say 90 minutes maybe, but there's a really good area where all those Mirror Knights are. Oh yeah, there it is. So we still need the license for that. We may switch to that. There's a really good area. Not where we've just been, but sort of that more forested area, where there's loads of Mirror Knights. And if you chain together Mirror Knights, they start dropping. If you get up to the highest level of loot, they start dropping some really valuable stuff. And suits of Mirror Mail. They just drop suits of Mirror Mail. But I mean, why not? Why not take advantage of that? So that gets you a lot of money. So anything that I couldn't find just in the chests, I ended up just buying anyway. And like I say, ended up with more money than we had before. So this is basically just got unlimited money in this area. So that's pretty good for us. Anyway, let's just quickly take a look at the gambits. I guess Bosch has Esuna now. I didn't even realize that. What do we want? Ally Bosch haste. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Raise, Curaga, Suna decoy. That's all good. That's all good. Hopefully this boss shouldn't be too bad. This is a fast boss and a hard-hitting one. So, it's all physical attacks pretty much. So as long as Bosch stays alive, we'll be fine. But no guarantees. That was a rather long intro. But this is a rather long series, so. Ominous. I do have tea with me here to keep me going in our time of need. I.e. now. It's a really sort of strange boss design because we've seen regular enemies that look like this, but this is just a boss version. Daedalus. Good name. That's always a winner, Daedalus. But yeah, it's strange. It doesn't really come up again, having just a sort of regular enemy as a boss. We could do actually with Dispel on this thing, because I didn't realize it casts haste straight away. But there's no need for it to be casting haste at all. You see how this greatsword does hella damage. I don't think... Is Bosch doing any damage? Sorry, Balthier? Not so much. Considering healing here, but the thing about Bosch now is he does so much... Whoa! Whoa! I didn't know that happened. Alright, that's fine. Luckily, I have a spare. Oh my god, these guys do no damage compared. Jesus. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Don't worry about it. That's fine. Wow, this guy, he really turned it around for a second there, didn't he? I only have 2 characters now to do this.
Let me show you how it's done.
I was gonna say, the thing about Bosch now is if he goes into his HP critical, he does so much damage. It's worth risking it. Or maybe not in this case.
Endure.
Oh my god, 2 hit. Really? Wow, not good luck this time, I guess. No one else is really equipped to deal with this stuff. Wow. Well, Fran knows Raise as well. Interesting. Actually, Fran has a quickening. Fran has a quickening. Why am I not using it? What? Wow, that is so unlucky that I didn't get anything there. Oh my god, are we gonna die? This is really bad. This is so bad. Okay, hang on. He's just gonna wipe my party, like, instantly. We're just gonna have to hope we get a couple of hits in here. Don't raise! Oh, I should have taken that off. Come on, one more hit. One more hit from somebody. Anybody, just hit him. Yes! Oh, wow. That was rough. Ah, but necessary. That doesn't even feel like a victory. That was an old school victory. That's if you ever, you know, I've talked about playing this game a lot in the past. If you ever wanted a sort of glimpse into how every single boss fight went when I was younger, it was exactly like that. Let's go back and heal, shall we? Trying to think how that could have gone better. I have a, I think I have a bubble belt, maybe. And bubble, for anybody who doesn't know, just doubles your HP. You know, beyond your max HP. So maybe equipping that on Bosch would have helped. Do I even have one? I do have one. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get the license for that as well. That's way That license is way expensive compared to where we're at the moment. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Oh, alright. Probably just keep the decoy on, really. You know what? Maybe a protect spell would have would have done the obvious thing. Can we set that up maybe? I feel like we should set that up. Excellent. I've probably been criminally underusing Protect throughout this whole playthrough. But no longer. Alright, so here we are. So this dungeon, you commit hard to this dungeon when you go in. That's why you can't... Like, I was able to get through those last areas just... But only because I could, you know, run away if I needed to. But here, it's not as simple as that. You go deep, deep, deep in here, and there's no teleport crystal to get down here. That one that we just saved at. I'm sorry, that we just healed at. That's the nearest teleport crystal really to where we're going. So it can get pretty dicey. And boy, do I wish I remembered the way. I mean, you're just heading down, really. It's not that complicated. But there's a few tasty items to... Elemental. They don't like it when you use magic, I don't think. I'm amazed Bosch is able to block as many times as he does. With just this guy. I mean, it's a big sword, but still. Big enemies, too. A Diacon Entite. Weak against dark. I'll just stay away from that one, then. No need to get involved. Nope, now it hates me. God, these things. I can't fight these things. I got a sash. I think that's pretty good, actually. That thing's gonna chase me down here, by the way. I can see it. It's on its way. Getting unlucky with these elementals as well, because honestly, they don't appear that much. They really don't. Can I even hurt it? Nope. Not that much, anyway. Dispel Augur? That's no fair. No, no, to cast stop. Oh, it missed, thank God. It does not have a high percentage to hit that thing. But still. Alright, well, as long as we keep moving, then we may just be able to outrun it. It'll probably forget about us. Those elementals always so forgetful. What kind of levels are we rocking? Right, so yeah, we got a pretty balanced party at the moment. I may switch it up at the just to see how this is gonna work. Okay, that dispel everybody? Oh no, they were dead, weren't they? Ah, I forgot. Just to see how these guys do. Yeah. I guess that boss just was not happy with these weapons. Didn't want anything to do with them. Don't attack that one up there. But yeah, I've kind of set Vaughn up as the decoy as well. As you can see, because he has the most health out of these three, and he's got the shield. Well, yeah, he's got the shield as well. It's just, and to be honest, I want to keep Fran away from danger as much as possible. And you notice that both Ash and Fran can now raise people. I just started to look at the license boards a bit more closely and see if I can maybe just make everyone as useful as possible. But I guess no one has a Suna in this party. How many remedies do we have? Oh, we have 99 remedies. Well, that's handy. I forgot. Oh yeah, I bought 99 of everything that I could. Did I not mention that? I mean, there's a few single numbers in there. That's fine. Those are sort of unique things. But everything from a shop, buy 99 of it. I don't see anyone stopping me. Oh no! Speaking of stopping me, I'm stuck. This is not entirely an area that I want to be aggroing many enemies, really. This dagger is massive, like a Rambo knife. So, wow, no one on this team has a Suna. That's a shame. I can feel that elemental following me still. Alright, let's keep moving. And these guys give good XP as well. And they give 2 LP, which is just as valuable at this part of the game. Haha, immobilized. It's only really useful if you're fighting one enemy and you need to get away from that enemy for whatever reason, but these guys, really no reason to. But still, any status effect is a welcome status effect. If it's inflicted on an enemy. What even are these weird chests? Over 1,000 each enemy is worth over 1,000. That's tasty. This is another good place to level, I guess, but it doesn't seem as useful as the previous area, just because you can't really chain anything together. And this always feels like a risk to come in here. Dang it. Stop is the worst. Can Asuna even fix stop? Yes, it can. No, it can't. It just fixed my blind, but it can't actually fix stop. Wow. Alright, well, what actually fixes stop? I guess we're gonna find out together. Hopefully I have 99 of it. It does, Chrono Steer. Right, cool. Excellent. As long as it's something I can just buy 99 of, we'll not even notice it. We'll not even notice that status effect. I've kind of set up the items as well so that Vaughn hits very quickly. He doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as Bosch, but he hits 2-3 times as fast. And I think he can get faster to get a few more licenses. I mean, what's his speed at the moment? 42. Oh, he can hit way faster than that. Sash. That's why I like the sash. It'll go up to 52. Yeah, there's stuff. There's stuff. And then I haven't even cast haste on him. You know? And Berserk, you can do stuff with Vaughn. Or, you know, whoever has your daggers. Oh, we triggered the bridge by accident. So this is kind of cool. I mean, it's not, I guess it's not that special, but, you know, you come to the end, you think, where are you going? And you just have to hit this invisible pathway into the next area. Excellent, and those guys give 1-3-3-2. Oh, beautiful. Ah, these are numbers I can work with. And Fran actually does quite a bit of damage now, thankfully. I feel like she's contributed the least to this entire playthrough. Desperately trying to get a dude to do something. It's less than optimal, I'll admit. Alright, I don't even know what that did. I find it weird that there's no cutscene at the beginning of this. You know, they walk in the door at Giruvegan and it's like, oh, it's a big deal. But then when we enter this place, nobody's got anything to say. Wait, do you not have a raise? You don't have a raise. Why do you not have a raise, Gambit? Why would I get raise for you and then not put it on? Excellent. But yeah, if you look over the edge, like, this place is pretty magnificent, honestly. And they just, yeah, seen better. Nothing really to say. We're Final Fantasy characters. We've seen everything now. The numbers on all this healing is so much better as well. What's not to love? That blind's probably going to be a problem. Blind is such an annoying status effect, not because you're blind, but because blind, sometimes you hit them anyway. I always feel like, well, I almost don't want to use an item, even though I have 99 of them. Just because I'll still sort of hit them anyway sometimes. I don't even need to. I mean, that's my true stinginess coming out there. That's some real Scrooge McDuck attitude there. I don't know why my go-to is always Scrooge McDuck, rather than, you know, the original character Scrooge. I think you know, Ebenezer Scrooge really got a bad deal out of that Christmas Carol, like, because people use that as a phrase. It's like, oh, don't be such a Scrooge, but you know, he changed. He did change at the end of it, and became the most generous man. But he'll always be associated with being a bastard. But I guess he was a bastard most of his life, so. I mean, can he make up for it? I mean, it's a wonderful story, you know, but can he actually make up for it? I think in today's, you know, social media-driven world, Scrooge would have a hard time atoning, you know? People are very unforgiving these days. So I actually ended up finishing Final Fantasy 15. We've come a long way, guys. I mean, how long have I been playing this game for you guys now? It's kind of amazing. Because I remember starting off talking about FF15 and being, way, oh my goodness me. Let's fix that one just real quick, shall we? I don't even know what this is gonna heal. Okay, well that's most of the problems. Ugh. I don't know if Asuna can fix disease. I guess it can't because Manello is not leaping to action. And remedies don't, so what does? Serum. Oh my god, I only have one. I don't want to use that. Let's switch it out. Let's switch it out. And hope for the best. But yeah, I finished Final Fantasy 15. I'm still kind of in two minds about that game because although I knew that I was enjoying myself when I was playing it eventually, but I couldn't sit here and tell you why it's good, and I also couldn't sit here and tell you even what happened or why it happened. It's such a strange one for me. I know I enjoyed going out and fighting things, and that's pretty much all I could tell you. Like the last sort of... It really, you know, it's got this open world thing. Well, open world, it's, you know, open region thing. And then it goes, like, way linear. It does a complete 180 towards the end of the game. Oh, no! Come on! Both of my tanks. Both of them. Well, just gonna have to carry on. So, disease is a really troublesome one because it looks like I have full health, but disease just takes your max health away until you fix it. I mean, it's better that it's on somebody like Bosch, because at least he can take more hits in the first place, but still. I remember when I first got the status effect, I was like, why is nothing like doing any damage? Because obviously your health bar stays full, but you just eventually go down to 1 HP. And then you can raise them again, but they still have disease. So you raise them with 1 HP, it's not even worth it. But yeah, the Final Fantasy 15, it goes super linear, and I don't know, I didn't really, although the build up towards the end and, you know, the final sort of bosses were okay, like you fight Ifrit at the end, and that's a cool boss fight. But then I ran into a couple of weird bugs that kind of possibly slightly ruined the immersion for me a little bit. I'm going to use this serum, by the way. Oh, come on, really? I've got oil as well? Wipe yourself off, Bosch. Why? Oh my god, these elemental... Why am I getting so unlucky with them? What is that spell? What is happening? Valthea? Keep running, dude. It's okay, eventually they'll all die eventually. They must do. Well, you can't keep doing this to me. How much bad breath do you have stored in you that you can just pull that out like twice in a row? 3 times in a row. I don't think it's really a game I'd play again. Final Fantasy 15. Like this one, like I know I can play it over and over and enjoy it. Part of the reason I'm here now. But FF15, I don't know if I'd want to go through that again. Although it had some cool set pieces, I never felt like I was really that involved in them as a player. You know, they just kind of happen. And it's not like you don't exactly feel powerful when you do it. Because you don't feel like you know, there are boss fights where you are just suddenly, for some reason, insanely powerful. And the whole system of fighting changes, but you don't feel like you earned it. You know, you hadn't prepared for it. It's just... It just sort of happens and you go, oh, okay, cool. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going right now. I think I just did a big loop for no reason. I think I need to go back down. Whoops. And when I think about, you know, the development cycle of that game, I know that they just constantly kept getting sort of pushed back and back and back and back and back. But, you know, it's sort of the product of pretty much 10 years, and it's like, really? That took you that long? Okay, maybe not 10 years. Is it 10 years? I can't remember, but it's many, many years. More years than it had any right to have. But you just look at it and go, wow, it took you that long. Not sure it was worth that kind of wait, really. Having said that, the system, the party in that game, is probably one of the best in terms of actually making you feel like a party. Because just simply having the characters talk to each other about fights and events and things that are happening. Although, yeah, if you play it enough, you're going to hear some of the same voice clips, you know, over and over, and it gets a bit... That kind of bring you out of it a little bit. But, you know, just having them in there in the first place, I think does a lot to sort of contribute to that feeling of, oh, these guys know each other, and these guys are actually fighting with each other and for each other, and getting to know each other more as they, you know, as you go through the game. Whereas you don't really get that in something like this, where all of that kind of stuff sort of has to come through cutscenes rather than gameplay. So, you know, there's pros and cons there. And the whole system of, you know, taking photographs, I think there's a lot for that as well. Although it's kind of a dumb thing of, hey, look at all these photos you took at, you know, on your journey and all that kind of stuff. It was alright. You know, I enjoyed it. You know, you get to look back at all of them at the end, and it's like, oh yeah, I remember all those fights, and I remember that part of the game and whatever. But like I say, in terms of story, I don't know. I got nothing. Shit. So much breath in my face. Well, I'm gonna have to go now. Just gonna have to keep going. We are nearly at the end, though. Marlboro flowers, those are pretty expensive. Wow, Bosch is strong. Jeez, he is strong. All these chests have ethers in them. It's okay, I think there's a save crystal coming up. So this might not be too bad. Certainly not worth going back to the top. Not that desperate. fun little pathway here. I like that noise. I like that sound effect.
I can't shake the feeling we're somewhere we're not meant to be.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Exciting?
You are not troubled by the unknown? Who can say what lies ahead? We may encounter the very creators of Nethicite.
Yeah, I don't know what we'll find. I like it better that way.
You're sounding more the Sky Pirate every day.
And that's what I mean about this party. All of those little pieces of dialogue contribute to their sort of, hey, we're all sort of doing this together and learning about each other. But they're kind of few and far between. And I think it's way cooler. And I know it's a sort of, you know, it's a bit of a limitation. I don't think you could have... Back in the day, I don't think you would have a lot of party members talking to each other all the time like they do in 15, but... certainly like that system. And there's my precious save crystal. Alrighty, well, I am going to pause it for now, guys. Probably switch out the party again. But yeah, I'm going to pause it for now, guys. But thank you very much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XII. And in the next part, there may be more bosses, and there will certainly be more difficult trials to come. So yeah, look forward to that, guys, and I will see you in a bit. Oh my goodness, we're hitting level 40 at the moment. This is exciting. Yeah. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Have a great day. See you next time.